I don't know why I put that there. Luke Scott. Here's Scott. Alright, I'll leave him there. You can't see him in the frame, but that's okay. I stole that from underneath my Christmas tree, so hopefully my parents will know it's gone anytime soon. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca. This is Becca's Bookshelf, and today I'm going to be doing a book tag for you guys as day number 4 of my introductions week. And this tag is called the Winter Wonderland book tag. Question number 1 is, what book is so happy and sweet that it warms your heart? The book that I chose for this is Faking 19 by Alison Noel. Now this book doesn't end all happy and sweet like you would think that it would, but the reason I liked this book was for the way that it ended. She didn't end up with a guy that I thought she was going to end up with, and it worked out really well because she was like crushing on the hot British guy, and it was really, really good. I really like the way that this book ended. It just makes me happy. I'm like, girl power, like, go for it. All of that fun stuff. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite book with a white cover? Now, the book that I chose for this is Bleed by Laurie Faria Stolars. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it's called Bleed, and it is mostly white. It's got cool stuff on it, but I chose this book because it's, one, white, but second of all, it's told through multiple point of views, but all of their stories are intertwined, so like the day, I think it's set through like one complete day, and you see everybody's, it's like 4 or 5 characters that goes through their stories and their day as they all sort of intertwine together and have one big storyline, and it was a very, very interesting read, and I really, really enjoyed it. Question number 3 is, you're sitting in a nice comfy chair in a onesie with a lovely cup of hot chocolate, but what monster are you reading? The book that I chose for this is Seer of Seven Waters by Juliet Mallier. This is the 5th book in the Seven Waters series that is my favorite series of all time, and it features Sibyl, who is Sean's daughter, and she falls in love with this boy named Felix, who she saved, which is what made me really fall in love with him, because he almost died, and if it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have lived. And she goes on this adventure with him to find a sea monster, and it's like a big adventure, and it's so much fun, and they're so cute, and they're not your typical love story because Sibyl isn't all girly and stuff. She's a druid, so she's kind of calmed and relaxed, and he's more of the outgoing and wanting to do stuff and all of that. So I think as far as monster book reads goes, Seer of Seven Waters is a go-to for me. Question number 4 is, it has started snowing, so you decide to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character would you love to have a snowball fight with? Now, this question was super hard for me because I couldn't decide between Malachi from the Sanctum series and Cormac from the Seven Waters series, which is up here. Both of them would be great. I think that Malachi would be a little bit more serious about it because he's not used to the human world yet, but I think it'd be fun to see how he would do in a snowball fight, how he would react to it. But then you also have Cormac from the Seven Waters series in the first book, Daughter of the Forest, and he is just so much fun. He's kind of a trickster. He likes to play pranks on his siblings, and he's always wanting to have all the fun and all of that, so he would be a super fun character to have that kind of a snowball fight with. I think that would be interesting too. Question number 5 is, sadly, your fire is beginning to go out. So what book would you tear the last pages of to throw into the fire? The book that I would throw into the fire, the last couple of pages, would be Matched by Ali Condi. I hated the end of that book. I hated who she chose to be with in the end because I shipped her with somebody else, and so I haven't actually finished that series yet because I'm super angry about that. But I am going to finish the series because I want to know what goes on, and I'm not one of those people that doesn't really finish series all that often unless I just really, really hate it. But I just want to know what happens to the other characters and the world. I'm not really concerned about her anymore because I'm angry at her. That would be the book that I would throw into the fire because I didn't like the ending of it at all. Question number 6 is, what book is so close to your heart that you would gift to someone this Christmas who hasn't read to get them into reading? The book that I chose for this question is Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl. This is a book that I chose because it is so relatable to like me and the friends that I am around, because of the fact that Kath is a nerd and like a writer, and she doesn't really fit into the social norms that her sister does. So I think if I was to give anybody a book to read, it would have to be this one, because not only is it those kinds of things, but it's also a cute little love story, and I really like the way that it played out, and the switching back and forth between her writing and her story was really interesting to me, and it's an easy read. It's not something that takes a lot of time. You can just sit down, and I read this in a couple of days. So this would be the book that I would give them to get them into reading. That is the end of this book tag, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!